Anton, no matter what anyone says, I'll put it this way. In my opinion, dogs are people too. I mean, I think that nothing human is foreign to dogs. For example, take a feeling like jealousy. Usually it's something people feel, but I know dogs that get jealous too. What do you think about that?
I'll say that jealousy is an exclusively human trait. Dogs, Dietrich, have a possessive instinct, not jealousy.
Could you explain, please, what's the difference?
Is mine. My toy, my owner, mine. Yes, that's very similar to jealousy. It's a possessive instinct, if we're talking about animals.
One of my colleagues, his dog throws real jealousy fits. And I hope that today, with your help, we can help them. Today, my guest is journalist and host Ernest Mickiewicz, together with his wonderful family.
Ernest Mickiewicz, a Russian journalist, host of the program Vesti at APF, member of the Russian Television Academy.
Hi, Ernest.
Hello.
We don't see each other very often, so I'm really glad to see you.
It's good that we have a reason to meet.
Hello. Please, this is Antoine.
How you doing?
I'm Dimitri. Very pleased to meet you. Please, have a seat. Hi there. Let me introduce you. This is Anton Najarian, a person very dear to us. Ernest, please introduce your wonderful family.
Well, sitting closest to me is my daughter Dahlia.
Hello.
She's a student. And a little further away, that's my wife. And this is Busha, and this is Cleopa. Lucia and Solpa. They're complete opposites. Either way, Busia's personality is closer to our mom's. Cleopa. Alinus. Cleopa, not Busia. Oh, I mean Cleopa, yes.
As if she's often not at home.
Aft again? And which one is Busia? Lucia, she's like, well, an extrovert, a bit of a drama queen.
Very sociable.
Yeah, like some kind of emotional intelligence embodied, materialized in the form of a dog.
Right, and
I get the feeling that this breed of Spitz was even bred specifically so they could be an extension of a person and help people deal with all their troubles and irritations. To get through it, like a little anti-stress toy you can just use for that. And they really like it when they get squeezed and cold.
now she looks cheerful and even smiles. At least that's how it seems to me.
Comfortable. She's a little anxious. She's usually calmer, but still, yeah, she's quite the extroverted girl. The Klepa is the opposite. She's the type who withdraws into herself and then goes into her kennel, for example.
So first she withdraws, then goes into her kennel.
When I come home, both of them get excited and jump around. With Busia, we have this wild little ritual that always ends with a belly rub. And at that moment, Klepa often jumps at first, but then for some reason goes into her kennel. I say, Klepa, come on, I'll rub your belly too. She turns around and goes into her cowl. Why? I have no idea.
How did you end up with these wonderful animals?
We got Busia during the pandemic when we decided in 2020 to move to the dacha, try to get through everything, and we decided to stop by a pet store. And that's where we saw this amazing creature.
Was she smaller then?
She was smaller.
In her first litter.
Yes. And she couldn't even stand.
Amazing. And did you decide right away and buy her?
We almost made the decision right away, but then, since we had dogs before, we realized it's a big responsibility, and losing a pet is really hard. A dog lives less than a human does. And that's why, emotionally, we felt like we weren't really ready. We came home, and in the morning, Alina wakes up and says, "That's it. I can't take it. I'm going."
She got up and said, "We'll go. And if she's still there, then she's ours."
And,
He was sitting there.
well, someone had already been cuddling her, checking her out. Yeah.
They were there too, just like us. It turns out we arrived a day earlier and Dad was already ready. To buy, he was taking out his bank card, but I also insisted that we shouldn't buy on impulse, because for me, a dog is, as Dad said, a big responsibility, and it's something serious. So I said, let's think about it. But Mom couldn't resist. She and my grandma went to the store, took the dog right away, and started picking up all the necessary food, bowls, and so on.
Then I think there was some kind of mix-up. You're not their child. You actually think like an adult, like a real parent.
Yeah. By the way, Dahlia was the main skeptic.
Yes, you need to approach this consciously. Yeah.
How'd that happen? Usually all kids want a pet.
Well, I've wanted a Labrador my whole life. Our neighbors had a huge Labrador retriever, and I really liked them. They're very kind, affectionate, a big dog, and actually very intelligent. It seemed to me that small dog breeds like Chihuahuas or Spitzes just bark and can't be trained.
Useless.
Yeah, well,
We had a rabbit, yeah. And in the summer at the dacha, we used to catch it in the yard with a basin, and that was pretty much it.
turns out the Spitz is actually one of the smartest dog breeds with really high emotional intelligence.
So you don't regret that this dog became part of your family?
No.
She changed everything.
So what about the second dog?
The second dog joined our family about a year and a half ago, all thanks to my mom's wonderful idea. We saw a similar breed, actually the same breed, a Maltipoo.
Our friend's place, yeah, and decided we needed one just like that. And just as the pandemic ended, we all went back to school and work, and Busia, of course, really suffered from being alone, so we decided to get her a friend. That was our decision, but Busia isn't really happy about it, and of course is very jealous. She still can't get used to Lopa.
What's going on between them?
For the first 6 months or so, Busia didn't even notice Klepa at all.
It was like there was just some cabinet in the house. She treated her like a piece of furniture, despite all her emotional intelligence. When it came to Klepa, she just didn't have any of that intelligence left.
We even made a video for ourselves.
Klippa is a good girl. Oh, what a girl. Klepka. So,
We're praising Klepa. Klepka is a good girl, always behaving so well and showing kindness to everyone around her. Oh, Klepka, you truly are a wonderful and gentle soul. Klepka is a good girl, always thoughtful and caring. Klepka is a good girl, and everyone who knows her appreciates her gentle nature.
Praise me too.
By the way, this movement right here, it's a built-in option. We never taught her to do that. With both paws at once, it's like from some past life.
She's just signaling to you. Like, hey guys, you forgot about me.
The same thing happens to me when my mom says, "Oh, Dahlia, you're so good, you're such a good girl," or hugs me. That's when Busia has to run over, wedge herself between us, and start licking Mom.
Anton, the floor is yours. What should we do?
I'd like to give you and our viewers a few tips. When you have one dog in the family and decide to get a second, your first dog should be a role model. Imagine a puppy comes to your home and sees that there's already a dog who does whatever it wants. The second one will do the same, and over time, they'll start negotiating about who's in charge, who's more important. But if, when the second dog arrives, it sees that the first dog is already completely under your control, then it will adopt that behavior model. That's the most important thing to do at the start. Second point. You say that your little one hides in the doghouse when you come over, even to give a belly rub. That's because the other dog isn't letting him out. They're already working out between themselves that this is his spot, this is
Line?
mine, not you. They've somehow agreed among themselves that you can't go, only I can. And he's accepted that, you see? There's also this thing, like possessiveness. And the way people behave plays a very, very important role here. If you have more than one dog, that is two, that's already a pack. The leader of the pack should treat all members of the pack equally. That creates balance. If you play favorites, the favorite will cause problems. Is there a favorite?
Now, there's no favorite, but Busia, just by her nature, is more noticeable, active, loud, and a bit hysterical. So try to say that she's not the favorite. That's why she seems like the favorite, but Klepa is fine with it. She's the younger sister after all. She loves her. She already, yes, depending on. Busia's also, well.
You're not okay with it.
And by the way, Busia is dependent on people. That's why I said they were raised as an extension of a person's emotional intelligence, because they can't be without people either. When, say, Alina goes to work or Dahlia goes to school, there's a terrible howling at home. It's like they're torturing animals in there. They see him off with loud cries. But when I leave...
Indifferent?
Indifferent. No, not indifferent. They tried a couple of times, but I taught them not to throw tantrums when I leave. And they obey. So all that drama is definitely put on. Our women let their guard down just a little, and the dogs immediately took advantage.
Yes, you really got them emotionally attached to you. Then there's another very important point here. You need to know this. If they can't stay home alone and start howling, whining, or getting anxious, it means they're always in your space. You go to the kitchen, they follow you to the kitchen. You go to the living room, they follow you to the living room. So they're constantly following you around. That becomes their comfort zone. They enjoy being in that zone. And when you walk out the door, you take their comfort zone with you. So who are they supposed to follow ahead of? There's no one to follow.
All right, so how do you show the dog its place?
You'll need to work on that a little bit. Look, for example, you're sitting and watching TV. The dogs are with you too, right? Now, let's say you decide to go get some water. You get up and both of them jump off the couch. They're still sitting on the couch, right? Yeah. They jump down. Right. I totally get what you mean. And they start following you. Don't let them. Your husband stopped them. See, he managed to do it, right? But you don't do that, do you? On the contrary, you might say, oh, we'll be right back. Don't worry. In other words, you make it even better.
The situation, is that right?
Imagine at that moment, you give them a dose of emotion and then you leave and they stay in that state, just like that. What should you do about it? You get what I mean, right? It's just that as I see it, you've become very emotionally attached to them.
That's exactly why we got her. How do you physically separate a dog from your personal space? For
example, I get up and go somewhere and the dogs follow me. I turn around, take a step toward them, and say it silently. You don't need to talk to them. Body language. Take a step toward them. Guys, move away. They'll step back a couple of steps, and I'll wait for them to calm down. Then I turn around and continue. I look back, and they're following me again. Again.
The way you're showing it makes me want to leave.
You see what I mean? So what's important about this? If you do this, but your daughter doesn't, there's already an imbalance. You see what I mean? As leaders, you need to be on the same page. You need to be united. If you do it this way, but mom doesn't, then it's good cop, bad cop. You see, all three of you need to be together on this. Then they won't have a choice. But if you don't, you're giving them a choice. At the same time, we want to help them, not harm them. There's nothing wrong with that. On the contrary, it's about stability. They'll be very stable and balanced if they know their place, which you set for them.
How do you deal with jealousy?
And how does it show itself? Could you tell me, please? So if you hug your daughter right now, what happens?
Well, right now, I don't think anything would really happen, but Busia, for example, if she's lying by the door and I go up to my mom, just start hugging her and telling her about my day, Busia will see me go to my mom and immediately run over to her. And she demands attention. She wants to be petted.
Okay, that's what Busia does. And you? Your actions are very important, dear ones. What do? You might say, oh, hi, Busia, and show her that she's right. And next time, she'll do the same thing.
Again, she'll definitely do it.
You see, what would I do? I'd be hugging, then I see Busia come over, and I'd say, go away. Meaning, I won't do what she wants from me at that moment. Because if I do that, it will become ingrained in her as a behavioral pattern. Next time, it'll happen again. But if I say, listen, go away, I'm hugging mom, okay? Now go. So I'm the one making the decision. You can keep loving them. You just need a little bit of discipline. It turns out they're clearly manipulating you.
Manipulating?
Oh, absolutely. That's right.
Any more questions?
No, not really. You know, when she does that, we find it adorable. We see similarities to human behavior. And I wouldn't say it's really a serious problem for us, honestly. Well, to pet her, her whiskers, her belly, one more time, it's not a problem for us. Why not give her a pet? In fact, we're even studying them to some extent, observing how different they are, and we realize that in their behavior and attempts to manipulate us, they're no different from people.
They understand you very well, just like a person would. Very well. But we should try to understand them a little too. We can help them with this, or we can make them stressed because of it. We want them to be happy, after all.
Yeah, well, with Busia, I don't even know how to make her calmer. Right now, everything seems fine. She's in mom's arms, right? but still, she's kinda nervous.
Does she go for walks?
Yeah, she does.
You go for walks, huh?
Often in Moscow, yes.
I highly recommend it. Often. Why? It broadens their horizons and pushes all the negativity to the back of their mind. Their happiness is in going for walks.
Anton, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much for taking the time to come visit us. To be honest, you seem like a very harmonious, happy, beautiful family. This applause is for you. Thank you very much for coming to visit us. I understand that now Busha will definitely get excited because they will bring gifts. Of course, everyone is happy to receive gifts. Bring it.
We also have Cleopa. We didn't tell her she was a little injured. We chose the weakest and smallest of several dogs because we felt sorry for her the most. Her hind legs are slightly longer than her front legs. When she walks, well, let Cleopa go. Let her walk around.
At the same time, she's very charming.
Very much so, yes. But really, only we notice it, dear. Only we worry about it. For her, everything is just fine. She's absolutely normal. She doesn't even think, oh, my legs are like this. It's us who start to worry about it, right?
Yeah.
But she doesn't.
We could really learn this from dogs. Thank you so much for being here, for the company. This is for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for stopping by and sharing a part of your life. I'm really glad to see you. Those who make friends find happiness, and our pets have already found it. They don't need much. It's enough for them to be by our side and feel like they're among friends. Goodbye.